This is Domestic Briefing right here on Top News. We're starting with a focus on politics. Former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amaechi is calling for Nigeria's next president to come from the south, saying leadership should be based on competence, not regional dominance. Amaechi described the 2027 election as a battle between ordinary Nigerians and the powerful political elites. He urged citizens to support a new national movement focused on fairness, accountability, and real change, now aligned with the African Democratic Congress and pushing for a new party called the African Democratic Alliance. Amaechi accused INEC of blocking credible alternatives. He also criticized the current government, saying rising hunger, insecurity, and poor economic management are signs of failed leadership. Amaechi, a former governor of Rivers State, said he's ready to lead and pointed to his past achievements in education, rural development, and security as proof of what strong leadership can deliver. Now in energy, the federal government has scheduled a major meeting for July 23rd and 24th, 2025 to address growing concerns about petroleum prices and supply in Nigeria. The summit, organized by the Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, will bring together oil industry players, including marketers and government officials, to find lasting solutions to pricing instability and fuel availability. This comes amid complaints from the petrol station owners and unions over sudden price changes, especially by the Dangote refinery, without warning. Some marketers say they are losing money after buying fuel at high prices, only to see prices drop unexpectedly. Industry groups are demanding transparency, fair pricing, and a stable supply system. The government says it's working on standardizing price and boosting local refinery capacity, with 10 refineries now in operation or near completion. More refineries are expected by 2026, but experts warn there's a need for increased crude oil supply to meet rising demands. Now in telecommunication, in a major move set to boost mobile coverage across Nigeria, 9Mobile and MTN have announced a national roaming partnership with full rollout expected by the end of July. At a point press conference in Lagos, 9Mobile CEO Obafemi Banibe and MTN's Linda Sentwafo said all tests will wrap up this weekend, paving the way for a smooth launch. The deal allows 9Mobile users to connect through MTN's network in areas where 9Mobile has limited coverage without merging the two companies. It is the first partnership of its kind in West Central and East Africa. Both companies say the collaboration will improve customer experience, cut costs, and drive investment in Nigeria's growing telecom sector. They also praised the telecom regulator NCC for supporting this groundbreaking step. Now in infrastructure, the ECOWAS Bank of Investment and Development have approved $100 million to support the ongoing construction of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. The funding, announced after the bank's board meeting in Lagos, will help develop the first 47.7-kilometer stretch starting from Ahmadu Bello Way in Lagos. This road, being built by high-tech construction, is designed to link 9 coastal states, improve access to seaports and farmlands, and boost trade across West Africa. Authorities say it is one of Nigeria's biggest road projects in decades and will play a key role in tourism, transportation, and regional economic growth. The highway is also part of a broader effort by ECOWAS to improve trade and physical connectivity in the region. Now in education, there is hope that the 3-month-long strike by primary school teachers in the FCT may end soon, following the intervention of Minister Nyesom Wike after a closed-door meeting in Abuja with NUT, area council chairman, and other stakeholders. It was agreed that 70% of teachers' owed minimum wage will be paid using the last 6 months of council-generated revenue. While it doesn't cover the full debt, the move is seen as a major step towards ending the strike. A special committee has also been set up to resolve over pending issues within 2 weeks. Wike, although not legally allowed to withhold the council funds, gained the chairman's support to make it happen for the sake of the children. The teachers' union say it will consult its executive council before making a final decision, but there is optimism that class should resume soon. Now in crime, a high court sentenced a 44-year-old woman, Goodness Daniel, to 5 years in prison for human trafficking. She was found guilty of buying and selling a person, a crime under Nigeria's anti-trafficking law. The court, led by Justice Peace Oti, also gave her an option to pay a fine of 2 million naira instead of serving jail time. In addition, she must pay 2.6 million naira in compensation to the victim. The case was brought by Nigeria's anti-human trafficking agency, which says the ruling is a big step forward in protecting victims and fighting trafficking across the country. Now in sports. Nigeria is mourning the loss of football legend Peter Rufai, who passed away on Thursday at the age of 61 after a long illness. Rufai was one of Nigeria's greatest goalkeepers, remembered for his heroic performance at the 1994 African Cup of Nations and the country's first World Cup appearance that same year. President Bola Tinubu, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the Nigerian Football Federation and Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa are among many who have paid emotional tribute. President Tinubu called Rufai a patriotic sportsman who wrote his name in gold, while Ahmed Musa praised his legacy as a true giant of Nigerian football. The NFF and fans across the country expressed shock and sadness, describing Rufai as an icon whose influence stretched far beyond the pitch. After retiring, he remained committed to youth development through his Taru Football Academy. His memory now lives on the hearts of millions he inspired. That is the domestic news update for now on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us for more domestic updates and development. I am Blessing Bassi.